fake, lie and so-called dominance of Western science. We have earned by the Western education what we get. Even today, so-called scholars use Western's outdated theses as the knowledge. They see a person who criticizes the Western's fake thesis as a villain. The Western knowledge, which is built on lie and guessing, worships as cycless imitations. It's clearly brought out here. Newtonian law of motion is the major thesis of Newtonian materialism, and second law is more important from that. It is clear to say that it has been used to prove that first law, Aristotle's dynamic theory, is wrong. Second law describes what happens when an external force is on a particle or an object. But they say it happens only in an inertial frame of reference. Did Newton too observe his law in an inertial frame of reference? No, never. When an inertial frame of reference can't be seen beforehand or never seen, Newton too didn't observe it in a fair circumstance. That means even they haven't used this so-called method, the scientific method, as they say. As it is so, why do literatures accept this as the real eternal truth? Even though everyone can see the lie laid above on theses, the so-called literatures don't present any criticism on them because of their knowledge also has become a lie if they do so, as well as they consider only the Western's knowledge as the knowledge. There are wonderful stories woven on the objects which are fallen down from the above by well-educated Aristotle. He may observe the solids such as stones fallen down faster than the objects such as feathers, as well as he may observe the objects that fallen down suddenly. Later, Galileo also wanted to bring out a comet based on this. He wanted to do an explanation about the subjects which do not fall suddenly. He brought out that there is, because of the unfalling objects, vacuums. If it is a vacuum, drop-down subjects fall down suddenly. If it is a feather or a piece of iron, they fall down suddenly in a vacuum. So, did Galileo come to a conclusion after go through the fact they mentioned in a vacuum? No, never. Why didn't they follow the Western so-called scientific method which carried collecting data, observing data, analyzing and come to a conclusion? As it is so, why so-called literatures accept them as the science in a glamorous way? How much they are arrogant to ask whether the Buddhism is scientific, when the Western science is not scientific. How ungracious to compare the Buddhism with it, when there are Aristotle, Newton and Galileo who considered as giants of the science have uttered such lies and theses. What about the other literature?